Hi, I'm Valerie Bealle. I'm at the Cool Tool Studios, and I'm going to show you how to use a pen plater to plate 24 karat gold onto fine silver. I'm going to be doing some pen plating, and in preparation for pen plating, I put on rubber gloves. I put down a plastic barrier so that the solution will not affect whatever table I'm working on, and a paper towel to absorb drips. The solution is caustic, and you kind of have to avoid getting it on things. Yes, you could stick your finger in it and nothing would happen. You just would want to wash it off right away. But for any kind of long-term thing, you have to be concerned. This is the pen. The pen is battery operated and it's disposable. It comes with a cover and a tip. I prefer the finer tip. It's a pointy little tip, and I've pre-soaked one for at least 5 minutes in some solution. I pour some of the stock solution into a separate jar, which I keep, and it keeps the stock solution from being contaminated. It's easy to contaminate and then it won't work properly. And it's an expensive thing to end up ruining. I'm going to take out the tip and put it into my pen. Push it in all the way. And you're going to wipe your fingers. Then I'm going to take the piece that I've done. This is fired. It's fine silver. It seems to me that it works best on fine silver. It works fastest. And if you're working with sterling, it does tend to kind of blacken a little bit. I don't like the way it works. You can use it, but I really prefer fine silver. I'm spraying it with alcohol because you want your piece, and I'm going to rub it off with a paper towel. You want your piece to be very clean, especially getting rid of fingerprints and oils and that kind of thing. Now you can put the alcohol aside. You're not going to use that again. I will leave the working solution here because I'm going to re-dip my pen every so often. This pen works as, it's an electrical device. You attach the electrode to something you're not going to plate, and I'll put it on the bail in the back. And when you touch the tip to the piece, it completes the circuit. So we will dip the pen. Don't let it be too drippy. And then I'm going to start plating. And you can start to see some yellow coming up. The longer you rub this, the brighter it'll get. And what it's doing is it's adding more and more and more gold. If you look closely, you may be able to see some tiny bubbles. That's fine. That's supposed to be. This is gold that has been dissolved as a salt in a solution. Exactly what's in the solution is a secret. Nobody will tell you, but it works. And I think you can see it's coming up. The little frog is starting to stand out from the lily pad. It is a very fast and economical way to put gold on a piece, and this is really 24 karat gold. It's not some sort of a dye or an ink or anything like that. It's real gold. It is quite thin, so you have to be aware of that. You don't have to be afraid of the electricity in this piece, in this pen. It's very little. It's 6 volts, and it couldn't, you know, you could touch both sides and you don't feel anything. And my little frog is getting more and more gold. Once the gold goes on, it seems to go on faster and faster. And get his little nose. And you can see that the eyes are starting to show much better against the gold. It's a good way to make stones that have been set in place really pop. And I love to use the gold plating pen. I think that it absolutely takes a piece and moves it to another level. Certainly adds value to the pieces you do, and it is very economical. And it's fun. I mean, look at that. You're painting with real gold. Oops, I've got one little arm that I have to do yet. And a little bit more on his foot. If you're doing a broad area, you can always use the side of this. But you really do need the pointy tip to get into little places, little spots. And as I said, the more you put on, the longer you do, you keep moving it. Don't press hard. That doesn't have any benefit at all. If you're pressing hard, it means that you have either run out of battery or your solution is used up. You know your solution is used up when it starts not working or it seems to start plating kind of grayer than it should. At that point, discard the existing solution and just pour more into your jar. I usually rinse it with distilled water, the working solution once it's used, and then I'll put more in. But I will continually go back to this solution and use it over and over again. When the pen's battery is used up, the pen will stop plating so that it'll take very long and you'll start becoming annoyed. And that's when you say, oh, need a new pen. This pen lasts for a long time. I've been talking for a while, and the pen is only plating when I have these two touching. You get a full hour of that, and you can plate a huge amount. Okay, I'm done. I now have this plated, and I want to wash whatever plating solution is not turned into gold and is adhered to the top of the piece with a little bit of water. Spray it really well. Dry it off. And there you have it. At this point, I would put a new tip into this so that next time I start to work, it is ready to go. Close this up. Now you need to take the tip out, and it sometimes is tight. And you want to clean this because there is a metal piece in there that you want to have be clean. And what I generally do is I spray, you know, I've seen people take it and put it into water and whatever, but spraying it in gets it right in there, and I shake it out, and I do that a couple of times. And that's all you need to do. And now it's good to go. This can be closed up. And this will be discarded. At this point, because this is a very thin layer of gold, if this piece were to tarnish and someone wanted to polish it, it would begin to rub the gold off. Maybe not the first time, but eventually. So what I do is I seal it with lacquer. This is a lacquer that is made for metals. I shake it up. And I give it three squirts, and then I let it sit until it's completely dry. It takes about 10 minutes. I usually lacquer the back too, because I'm not interested in that tarnishing and the rest of it not tarnishing. It's a fairly good spray. It is strong. I've found it to be durable. I'm just wiping a little bit that was dripping. I found it to be durable, and I've had no problems with things that I've done with it. Okay, I do also have another piece to show you some of the possibilities. These were made from button molds or antique button molds, and it changes the look of the piece completely to put the gold on it. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Simple.
Visit our Learning Center at cooltools.us for more cool jewelry making videos. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and be sure to sign up for our email list to be the first to hear about new videos, new products, and other cool stuff from Cool Tools.